Welcome to the Narrative Mindset Podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, I appreciate you tuning in, and when you get a chance, go back and view previous episodes. I'm your host, Gerald Tab. Today's episode is going to be about the man who couldn't stop running, even when he slept. There's a man in Highland Park named Dre who couldn't stop running, even when he slept. Not metaphorically, literally. His legs moved, his breath quickened, his dreams blurred into motion. He'd wake up drenched, heart pounding, feet sore. Said it started after his brother died. Said grief gave him velocity. He tried everything. Weighted blankets, meditation, sleep clinics. Nothing worked. His body kept moving. Said it wasn't insomnia. Said it was inertia. Said he was afraid that if he stopped, the grief would catch him. It happened on a Tuesday. It smelled like burnt toast and unfinished apologies. Dre fell asleep on the couch, dreamed of a hallway that never ended. Each door he passed whispered his name. He ran faster, woke up in the backyard. No memory of how he got there, just grass stains and a sore ankle. He called his cousin, who used to run track, asked if it was possible to sprint in your sleep. She said no. Said maybe he was haunted. Dre laughed. Said maybe he was the ghost. Dre started keeping a log. Called it the momentum. Every morning, he'd write down how far he moved, what he dreamed, what motion chased him. Over time, patterns emerged. He ran farther after arguments, faster after silence. Said motion was his emotional metric. He noticed something strange. The nights he cried, he didn't run. Said tears were anchors. Said grief needs gravity. He stopped holding back. Started crying more. The running slowed, but never stopped. There's a juice cart near the old train station, run by a woman named Nari, who blends smoothies based on emotional speed. Dre went there after a night of 6-mile sleep running. Ordered a ginger cherry blend. Nari asked, "What are you trying to outrun?" He said, "The moment I didn't say goodbye." Nari nodded, handed him a drink, said, "This one's for slowing without stopping." He drank it, felt his breath deepen, his pulse soften. Said it felt like walking through memory instead of sprinting past it. Dre met a man named Jules at a gallery that only displayed motion. Jules paints kinetic portraits, images that shift based on the viewer's heartbeat. Dre sat for one. Jules asked him to drink about his brother. The painting pulsed, blurred, stretched. Jules said, "You're moving, even when you're still." Dre nodded, said, That's the problem. Jules handed him a print. It was a blur of red and blue. Said it looked like velocity grieving. Dre tapped into his fridge. Said it reminded him that motion isn't always progress. Dre started sleeping in his shoes. Said it made the transition smoother. Said it felt like respecting the motion. He stopped fighting the running. Started tracking it like a pilgrimage. Each night became a chapter. Each sprint a confession. He mapped his sleep routes, found patterns. He always turned left when dreaming of his brother. Always slowed down when dreaming of his mother's voice. Said memory has direction. Dre met a woman named Lonnie who maps dream movement. She uses pressure sensors and thermal ink to trace sleep prints. Dre gave her a week's worth of data. She returned with a map that looked like a spiral wrapped in thunder. She said, "You're not running away, you're running through." Dre stared at the map, said it looked like grief, learning to breathe. He framed it, hung it above his bed. Said it reminded him that motion has meaning. One night, Dre didn't run. He dreamed of a room with no doors, just a chair and a tape recorder. His brother's voice plays softly. "You don't have to carry me like this." Dre woke up crying. Didn't move for hours. Said it felt like emotional paralysis. Said it was the first time he let the grief catch him. He called Nari, asked for something strong. She handed him a turmeric blackberry blend. Said it was for emotional digestion. He drank it. Didn't run that night. Said stillness is a form of motion. Nari introduced a new blend, called it Gravity, made from fig, sage, and molasses. Said it was for anchoring memory. Dre drank it during the daydream spiral. Lionel, from the previous story, happened to be nearby and narrated. He drinks the blend, not to stop the motion, but to understand its origin. Dre smiled, said, "That's exactly it." He started journaling again, not to track distance, to track meaning. Said velocity without reflection is just escape. Dre met a man named Theo. Yes, from the juice cart lineage, who builds treadmills that respond to emotional weight. The heavier the feeling, the faster the belt moves. Dre tried one, thought about his brother. The treadmill accelerated. Thought about forgiveness. It slowed. Theo said, "Your grief has rhythm." Dre nodded. Said, "So does healing." He bought one, put it in his garage, called it the ritual belt. Ran every morning, not to escape, to remember. Dre started walking instead of running, not because he was healed, because he was listening. Said motion without reflection is just noise. Said walking lets the grief speak. He walked through the neighborhoods he used to avoid, past the corner where his brother got jumped, past the alley where he first learned silence, past the mural that never got finished. He whispered apologies to the air, said grief needs witnesses. Dre booked a cabin in the Upper Peninsula. No Wi-Fi, no clocks, just trees and breath. He slept for 12 hours straight. No running, no dreams, just silence. He woke up and cried. Said it felt like meeting himself for the first time. Said the absence of motion was louder than any sprint. He wrote a letter to his brother. I carry you in my legs. I'm learning to carry you in my breath. He burned it. Said the smoke felt like release. Dre started a group, not a support group, a movement circle. People who carry emotion through emotion. A woman who dances when she grieves. A man who boxes when he remembers. A teenager who skateboards through anxiety. They met in a community center. Move in silence, then speak, then move again. Dre calls it the movement choir. Says it's the sound of healing in motion. Mary returned with a new blend, called it integration, made from plum, rosemary, and sea salt. Said it was for merging motion with meaning. Dre drank it before a walk. Felt his breath sink with the steps. Said it felt like choreography. Said it felt like prayer. He stopped drinking in his sleep. Started dreaming of still lakes, of slow dances, or conversations that didn't end in silence. One night, Dre dreamed of his brother, not as a ghost, as a runner. They jogged side by side. No words, just rhythm, just breath. At the end of the dream, his brother said, "You don't have to carry me anymore. Just remember me when you move." Dre woke up smiling. Said it felt like permission. I don't know if Dre still wakes up in his sleep. I don't know if the treadmill still responds to grief. I don't know if the momentum choir still meets. But I do know this. Dre stopped sprinting, started listening, started walking, started remembering. He folded motion into ritual, into maps, into smoothies, into silence. He didn't outrun the grief. He walked beside it. He gave it rhythm. He gave it breath. And maybe that's enough. Maybe relentless momentum isn't escape. Maybe it's transformation. A sprint, a spiral, a walk. Maybe it's the story. Maybe it's you.